Oh, WFZ versus FoCuS is on.
Okay, so we go for WFZ versus FoCuS then.
The rematch. This is the lower bracket, round 2. FoCuS earlier defeating WFZ 2-0 in 2 pretty strong games. WFZ's attention slipping at some points, I would say. But then Moon destroying FoCuS in what looked like his wife took over the keyboard or something. That was not the FoCuS that we're used to.
Yeah, the game has started. I have to do some edits here.
Yeah, but now WFZ has a second chance. Amazonia map number 1. If you are successful with your aggression, then certainly good for the orc. We have an early DK start, the so-called TED Fiends with a delayed Crypt Fiend. Gonna result in an early tech. This is, by the way, where 1-0, I think it was. No, it was Happy. Got destroyed, where he was so greedy, not protecting his acolytes, teching very early on and getting punished severely. And that was, of course, by FoCuS, but this time FoCuS not going for the same strat, not going for the aggression right away, instead doing some creeping himself. Same is being done by WFZ, killing some of the neutrals first, and yeah, going for very greedy tech before second Ziggurat, before Narrow Tower. This could be getting punished, but the thing is, usually the top orcs don't do that, because usually going that aggressive with the Blade Master doesn't yield any results, but yeah, the reverse psychology once again kicking in. We have the Blade Master moving towards the main base. The Narrow Tower is upgrading now, but it's only halfway done. This is probably going to be Acolyte kills depending on how quick he is. Are we on the camera? This is important.
Yes, we are.
Oh, and the first Acolyte. Oh, gets away! Oh, but the grunt is coming in. This Acolyte, man, he's having such a stressful day already. It's actually turning night now, becoming a stressful night, but the Narrow Tower finishes. There's gonna be a coil, probably gonna use it on the one Acolyte. He uses the speed scroll, and one of the Acolytes will die. The second one, trying to surround it here in the trees, but he could save it, I think. So he's gonna kill one Acolyte. He's gonna lose a grunt for that, but that's certainly worth it.
Yeah, he can't cancel the tech anymore, that's for sure. Get some good hits on the DK as well, but he shouldn't lose that grunt. The speed scroll has been used already, but he Oh, he denies it actually, so the coil can finish it off. Well done. No additional experience. That would have been level 2 for the Death Knight, and then of course a little easier to chase the Blade Master.
And it seems like WFZ was not watching the Jericho Cup Grand Final that we cast, because if he had, he would know that is pretty damn greedy, and FoCuS knows about this greed. And all right, let's make a bet here. How much goal difference is going to be, including the remade Acolyte? I'm going to say 420.
I was about to say 400 as well. Okay, 420, so everything that is above 400 is the win for you.
Oh my god, is he surrounded? The DK surrounded, but he can get it out here with the skeleton. Imagine the skeleton had gotten ensnared. Last hit. Oh, he gets it just barely.
Wow, once again, just like on Echo Isles, right?
Yeah.
Where he threw that coil a little too early and then the skeletons finished the job.
It's pretty cool. But he's gonna need quite a few moves going his way here, I feel. Alright, here comes the Acolyte. Gold mines. That's gonna be about 400 plus the Acolyte. Yeah, it's more than 400.
Yeah. That's a big advantage, man. He did, yeah, well, he did lose a grunt.
Yep, that's true.
And he did lose the speed scroll. So it depends on how you calculate it, I win.
We both win. We both win.
We always do when we're casting together, bro.
Oh, you sweetie.
So, still lots of skeletons for WFZ here. The progress on the Blade Master isn't that great. Only level 2 for him. Of course, he spent his time harassing and not creeping at all, so therefore it's okay. DK got his aura, which is the most important thing in the early game for him. But tier 3, it's on its way. And we see Beastery coming. Once again, no Lodge, obviously. But yeah, this is the standard procedure. Shadowhunter second. And on the other side, WFZ not teching. Okay, only now starting tier 3. He's quite far behind in that regard.
Is he teching on one fiend?
Yeah.
He's teching on one single fiend. I don't think I saw that before. Alright, I guess he doesn't want to prolong... Oh, almost hitting the coil there, but a little too late. He doesn't want to prolong his tier 3. Of course, you need the orb, you need triple hero to be in fighting shape. Because of his economy harass that he took early. Usually that would result in a delayed tech, but he thinks no. That is not the right approach. That, of course, will mean that he's going to be very weak for a very long time, and FoCuS should be able to contain his opponent here pretty well.
And he's creeping at the same time, which is pretty cool. But now the Lich is out, Frost Armor is there, but of course no Orb of Corruption. Which is why the Lich is so strong. Who's getting the last hit here? Blade Master got it. So
and Snare's gonna be done in a moment.
He's stealing so much experience here, man.
And Snare done now. Maybe the Lich could be getting surrounded.
He has one End Snare. So far he's focusing on the creeps, which works quite good.
He has End Snare and Speed Scroll. I think he could have gotten it, but didn't want to try.
Well, now he has Heal Wave, and for the Lich, it's gonna be so hard to level up now. He has to go for a big creep spot, either the natural expansion, which you can see here with the Rock Golem, or the Sasquatch one at the shop. And with 1 or 2 Fiends, have fun with that.
Sentry Ward that was deployed outside of the Undead space was being revealed and killed there by WFZ. Kind of sloppy by FoCuS, honestly, to put it right there in front where it was seen. But it's okay, I guess. Another Sentry Ward. That one is placed really well. As you mentioned, he's going to have to take one of those bigger camps, and the Sentry Ward reveals it. The Blade Master is coming in to steal the big one. And if he reveals the Blade Master with a dust, like, where's the damage to force him away? There's no damage.
It's revealed now, but yeah, as you said, no threat here in the Undead army. While the Shadow Hunter is creeping up, getting super close to level 3 right now, and having another pair of Sentry Wards. Blade Master, he wants this Ogre, this Rock Golem so bad. Oh, Boulder Toss. No, and he got it! He got it! Level 3! And only a Wand of Mana stealing for the Lich. This is horrible for the Undead.
Insult to injury, man. Oh. It's getting from bad to worse. By the way, he has a scroll of speed on the Blade Master. And Zappers just became available.
Ooh,
just saying.
He has no resources at the moment for it. Because he's going for a TC again. And did he buy the orb already? Yes, he did. Easy level 3 for the Shadow Hunter.
Standing next to the laboratory. Yep. He is not above the cheese. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
How quick is the reaction from the Acolyte? One of them has to walk into that little nook, but it's too late. Boom! And 2 Zigguras are gone.
That was definitely worth the investment, man. We know FoCuS for stuff like this, and you have to be prepared for this. And you have to know when they become available, and then, yeah, I don't know. He's going Boneyard, by the way. WFZ
What?
Is. Yeah. Next to the slaughterhouse, there's a Boneyard.
What?
I don't get it either, but, well, it takes way too long, but maybe he thinks I have to surprise my opponent here, and maybe I can buy some time. But how is beyond me. FoCuS engaging now, losing the first rated to Coil Nova, but yeah, no chance against Triple Hero. No level 3 Shadow Hunter though, he's missing 4 experience.
Why didn't the SH heal that Raider?
He didn't
This
like
is a
it.
weird game. This is like a Walk TV bug or something.
Come on, it's not that bad. Vamp Aura now? Ah, no, Rune Braces, but Rune Braces is amazing as well.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that can save WFZ here now is like hero focus, I think, and a lucky kill. With Rune Bracers, not really possible.
I mean, if the worms catch him off guard, maybe. But the thing about worms is, you always, with worms, you need destroyers. Otherwise, they just get hexed. And it's 7
That's
worthless
true.
supply.
Yeah, he has Destroyer upgrade already. So he's ready to morph, like a Power Ranger.
Morphin time.
Morph in time. The movie was so good, did you see it?
Nope. Was it really good?
No.
Oh.
But there were a good. There was a good moment, but I will elaborate later.
It's full of the beast.
Nice.
The
More
Shade
stuff
finds
to
the
dispel is. Where's the lodge? Still no lodge. But you don't really need it this time, as we don't see a Pit Lord or Dark Ranger yet. Yeah, he really uses the worm as a third hero, right?
Forces are under attack.
I guess so. Frenzy is close to completion. The ghouls are leaving the main, 5 of them.
Ooh, he has a shade here at the creeping. Could jack this.
Is he gonna be in time here to contest the big one? It seems so. The Nova's gonna hit a lot of units here. Hex right away on the DK. The creep dies though, and it drops a good item. The Ancient the Legion Doomhorn. But 2 Raiders are gone already from this fight. This is a good start for WFZ.
Oh, that stop was sick, and here comes Hex, and wow, dispels the Hex with the Destroyer, so he's able to get the town portal and saves his entire army, and FoCuS heavy losses on his side.
That was a really good jack. Losing 2 Raiders for free right away. That Devour Magic was clutch. Otherwise, that game's over.
That was absolutely perfect.
And now he has to go for Mass Headhunter. And takes a while to get there. So maybe the Undead has an opening here.
It was really cool because WFZ was not triggered into using that Dispel when he used the Scroll of the Beast. Because usually, like, an initial reaction would be Dispel the Scroll of the Beast. But no, he was waiting for it. For the more important, the key moment in this fight.
Our replenishment now also very nice for the DK who is low HP already. And he's going for Tiny Great Hall after just losing a fight.
Shade has scouted this.
These orcs are crazy. If he goes for Pit Lord here, I think he wins the fight. Does he have the money for it? No. Nope. 1 worm is coming from the main as well in a little while. He probably wants to wait for that one.
He can creep the Merc Camp if he wants to.
I wonder why he doesn't. Does he maybe fear FoCuS coming in? Oh, he's using the Wand of Illusion on the worm. That's pretty cool. Does he really not want to wait for the second one? That's so much more strength.
It's like 20 seconds until he joins the army. Or even more.
But now he has the... If he cancels the statue, he could go for a third hero, but he doesn't. Here comes the fight. The ghouls in the front line going for the Berserkers as best they can. It's only 3 of them at the moment. He reveals the right Frost Ram by coiling it. Not being focused too much at the moment though, going for the Kodo Beast now. However, that one's still pretty alive. The ghouls, the friendly ghouls, man, they're dealing with the Berserkers really well done. The Lich now level 3, and here comes the second Frost Worm. And the Frost Worm strategy, bro. New meta. Yes, here come the Wyverns, but now we have Hex on the Worms. No more Destroyers in the air to dispel. Now using it and getting rid of the Hex. There we go.
There's still so much mana on the DK for 2 additional coils. Getting rid of the Kodo Beast as well, level 4 for him. Still level 2 on the Tauren Chief. Then he finally gets rid of the Destroyer here thanks to Purge. But the focus on the Shadowhunter is real. Purchases a Speed Scroll to disengage this. But the army of FoCuS is in shambles, as you can see. Next coil saves that Fiend. And it's only, basically only the heroes remaining. The ghouls finally fall, but they did his duty. The TC saved by the wave, but not anymore. No Stomp, no Aura to support the army anymore. And I don't know, that's just the 2 Frostrums. They reign over this fight like 2 gods. Untouched. So many kills. It's like a Titan in Attack on Titan.
And the Blade Master left. He's strong, but is he really that strong? But he's gonna kill one of the worms.
Yeah, no coil anymore. Only in 10 mana. And, well, Blade Master level 4, level 2 critical strike. Now Wyvern gets killed. And Hex this time. Yeah, there's no Destroyer anymore. That's exactly what you mentioned earlier. As a little pigeon or whatever it is. He can't do anything. But, okay, he has to use the coil of the Lich. But he's kind of surrounded by himself. Has to fight this against the Blade Master, but it is working out for him. How long is this Hex gonna last? Forever. Invo Potion, alright. Miscalculated that.
Where's the Destroyer?
He's gone.
He has very little lumber. He has the lumber for Destroyer now, though. But the Invul on the Lich is gone. He doesn't have a TP. Only 1 heal potion. This is pretty risky business.
Blade Master is dusted, and Nova is coming in a bit. Right, heal wave as well.
A lot of mana on the blade, but I don't know if that's really going to be too relevant.
Again, a crazy game between the 2.
Yeah, man, they're providing certainly the best matches today.
Yeah.
Level 4 on the Lich. He can eat the ghouls for more Nova now.
Yeah, he has one. Blade Master had some time to heal up though. Back to 450. TC is coming. Oh, that takes some time. Kind of forgot to rebuy him or prioritized otherwise.
The shop is gone. That's a big deal. Clarity cancelled on the SH. He has a shop in the main though, right? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no mining anymore at this gold mine. And FoCuS is engaging again. Blade Master, we have to keep an eye out for him. Heal Wave saves him, but no potions of healing. As you mentioned, Ensnare on the Frost Worm. This time it's only one, so it's easier to focus him. Speaking of focus, going for the Blade Master. Keeps him out of the fight. Last coil used on that worm, killing another raider. Looking good for FoCuS so far. Oh, yes, be so careful with his first hero. Saving the worm over the trees. But for how much longer is the question? Oh! He's coming in with his Frost Breath, but it's not enough to kill him.
The worm, he's really playing that to its limit, as the top undeads do. And now he saves it level 5 for the DK. He's gonna have a coil here in a second. 600 heal for the worm. Yes, please. And there it is.
Wow. Really strong performance by WFZ once again. If he kills this Blade Master, it's over. Stomp not that effective anymore, only against the ghouls. But here comes Nova. Here comes right clicks. Is there a heal wave? No, there's not. The ghouls are following him, and the Lich seals the deal, and the Blade Master is gone.
Doesn't have the resources to revive him. Not at the moment.
Two ghouls,
especially low on lumber.
Such a good addition, and now the TC is next. No healing for him anymore. The Nova, again the Lich with the last hit. And now it's just time to wipe the floor with his opponent. What can he do? He's going to the tavern.
A town is under siege.
But he doesn't have the resources as it seems.
Doesn't have the lumber for it.
There it
GG!
is. Wow.
The guy with more points at the end in the scoreboard loses. Something rare, but it does happen.
FoCuS had 11 votes to 1 in our straw poll going into that game.
What a game. But again, I have to blame FoCuS. Like, when you know that your opponent is playing worms, you just saw it when you were getting creep-jacked. How can you go for a tiny Great Hall when you only have 3 Berserkers? Like, that is so greedy. That is so risky. That is never the right choice.
Yeah, I kind of agree. But super cool by WFZ to go to that unusual worm strategy.
I've never seen him do that before.
I might have seen it once or twice, but I know this guy for 4 years, so that doesn't really do anything. And it works. Like, going for a risk that way and succeeding. Very, very cool.
I know the strategy, by the way. I know a German undead plays it. I forget which one exactly. Chat, if you could remind me. I know there's... Maybe it's Edo? There's some German undead that does play this worm strategy against Orc. So maybe that was the inspiration. Who knows? But no. I mean, we've seen worms before in the Asian scene, but I had only encountered those in ladder games, not in like pro top level games. And yeah, Ina is saying that Edo plays the worms against Orc. I thought I knew someone was doing that. All right, yeah, that's the lead for WFZ. And with the next one, could be making it to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right. And FoCuS would be out then. That, I mean, that is the group of death, but I didn't expect that. I thought FoCuS would be tier 1 here, but it's not, so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he started off the day pretty strong, I feel. Maybe he's getting sleepy, but ever since the game against Moon, that's not quite the same.
That's a very bold prediction to say that FoCuS is sleepy.
Sleepy 95% of the time.
Of his life. Like a panda bear.
You did show that one video where he was like falling asleep at the dinner table, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that was so cute. Oh.
Oh, I missed the food there, man.
Dude, I could so go for some hot pot right now.
Hot pot, yeah, right? We got so tired of it after like a week, but now I would love it.
Oh, all the beef. And oh my god, the shellfish. Damn, you're making me hungry, bro.
Sorry. So far, qualified for tomorrow are 1-0, Moon, and Infi. Fly is 1-0 up against Remind, so he's only one map away from qualifying. Same goes for WFZ, who is 1-0 up against FoCuS. And Laliat has to win against Cini. Group C seems to be the slowpoke here today, as we don't have any results from them.
Fly versus Remind. The old school match.
It truly is. Oh, next game is up.
Terrana stand, no surprise here for the orc choice. There's even better ones though, I feel like. Twisted, but maybe that's vetoed.
WFZ beat FoCuS on Terrana stand at Nostalgia Battlefield.
Oh my goodness.
That was a sick-ass game.
Oh wow, our picture of WZ is pretty old. He did get a little rounder since that day.
That's right. It's the one that is up at Liquipedia, so...
Yeah, it's probably better that we use that one. It's good, it's good. The German playing against the guy with narcolepsy. Who's gonna be coming out ahead here on Terrana stand? Historically a good orc map. By the way, a map where it's really hard to wall off your base. That cannot be done before the tier 2 tech starts. That probably means, however, that this time it's going to be an early narrow tower. Yep. WFZ learned his lesson. No more shenanigans harassing the gold mine. At least not as easy as it was in map number 1.
Okay, I'm still tinkering with the overlay thingy. So...
Alrighty.
It's some kind of bug that I have to restart a program all the time when a new map opens, which is quite annoying, but will be fixed soon, I guess.
So we have Ted Fiends. Will be resulting in an early tech for the undead. No critters on this map to get skeletons early, but very easy camps here. I think this is the easiest camp in all of Warcraft 3. The level 1 shitty wizards.
Yeah, I would agree. Or isn't like the Gnolls on Twisted, aren't they easier? No, they're not.
I mean, definitely not against heroes, because piercing.
No.
I wonder which gives more experience. I don't know.
One borrow attack by FoCuS immediately. Going for a mantle and a circlet, which is decent. DK with the mantle as well.
And oh, he's gonna do the sneaky renegade steal here.
One would say special remo creep routes.
That is not special remo creep routes, no. I veto Twisted Meadow at Terranas, so I never play Terranas.
Understandable.
But if I ever have to play, maybe I'm gonna do that. Looks pretty good. The item. Oh my god, does he deny it with his own lightning shield? That would have been crazy.
No, he doesn't. Scourge Bone Chimes, of course, not the one you're looking for. I mean, later on with ghouls, it's okay, but you're searching for something else. On the other side, Blade Master playing this very passive. This we saw this in the first best of 3 between them, and FoCuS was so aggressive in that game.
Yeah, I wonder what the trigger here is. I mean, has he even scouted the undead yet? Does he even know what he's playing?
I don't think so. We can look it up. Nope.
He played the one borrowed tech, so not scouting is actually pretty usual. So maybe he thinks he's going up against fast fiends, in which case harassing is really hard. So maybe he might be thinking, all right, if I tech fast and level well at the same time, I'm fine with giving the undead space. That isn't necessarily the mantra of all orcs, but I guess it's gonna be FoCuS today.
Right.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master close to level 3, so I think he will roam around a lot with level 3, with level 2 Windwalk as the duration is higher. And I think the Chinese restream is working now, so once again, ni hao to everybody in China.
And the blade is hitting level 3 here, as SH is not far away. Finding lots of mana items. Level 3 blade with 435 mana.
That's juicy.
It's gonna be so much Windwalk, and I bet it's Windwalk level 2. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, of course. If you don't expect a fight to be coming soon, then
Yes,
Windwalk
of course.
2, and you need some scouting, then Windwalk 2 is definitely the better decision. But if there's a fight in like the next minute, you could use that more damage so much. I think Lin was the first to come up with it. I always wondered why they're not doing it. Yeah. Since Lin, the innovator of orcs, is doing it.
Yep.
They all have pretty big success with it.
Players' forces are under
Again, we have the sacrificial pit early. Is this gonna be worms again? All right, FoCuS had some time after game number 1 to think about this. He has a telestaff, by the way. He wants to go for some acolytes. Tier 3 just started. Let's see how quick is WFZ. It's a level 2 Windwalk, so it's lots of damage coming out of the backstab.
Yeah, but he can cancel the tech. It is bad, but it's not like that bad as it was in Amazonia.
Yeah.
Cancels it immediately. He has to do that. And the Lich is there as well, so Frost Armor will help the Acolytes. But it's not a big deal this time. Oh. Actually, canceling the tech was unnecessary now. Okay, he needs a shade, so yeah, alright.
I think he could even go for extra acolyte here, because this Blade Master still has lots of mana, still has the telestaff, so it's always a threat that he goes back into the base and harasses.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happens, and the shade is there.
Oh, but the shade is there to see this. Oh, this is so cool. So well done. Acolyte survives, and the ghouls are dealing with the Blade Master as best they can. This is really cool. I like this.
Are under attack.
Well adjusted by the undead. And FoCuS, trying to abuse as much as he can, didn't work. I mean, he got the tech cancel, he got 1 kill. That's decent, but it's, as you said, not as big as it was on the first map. Oh, but if he gets the last hit, just barely missing it. Did get the item, however. These orcs, man, always so fast with their middle finger. Always pick up the items.
With the middle finger?
Yeah, right click.
Oh, yeah.
Did you use your index finger?
Yeah, I do.
For the right click? You only use your index finger, like you
what
alternate.
a brain fart. Like, what are you doing with your middle finger? Oh, okay, finally has some time to seal off his haunted gold mine, so the harass is not that effective anymore. Sends in an illusion now, but immediately identified as such. Shadow Hunter, great progress. The Wind of Lightning Shield can be tremendous. Stomp and Lightning Shield is gonna be so good. With the TC third, that is coming and halfway done.
His Blade Master's being such a pest. Again in the main base, again harassing the Acolytes, cancels the Ziggurat. Where's the shade, I wonder? Oh, on the other side of the map. So, this one Acolyte is gonna be dying. Pretty sure.
Ah.
Oh, he went into Windwalk and then attacked the Ziggurat. Whoops. Alright, but he's gonna get 1 Acolyte. He's out of mana at the moment, but he has the telestaff, so he's already got... What's he doing? The Narrow Tower Micro here is pretty bad, to be honest, only now using it again. And that again was pretty costly. It is towards the end of the tech, but still, it's expensive.
Imagine a Wind of mana stealing right now in that situation. Where the DK just finds it here at the mercenary camp, comes back, boom, burns the mana, DK, the Blade Master is dead.
But he's staffed out, bro.
Yeah. It's been quite a long day already.
It hasn't, actually.
You don't know when I got up. Oh, you know that I was laying in bed at 11, so right.
TC being a solo crab tier, that's going to be his level 2. He's hoping for the same one that the undead found earlier. Those were, of course, the Scourge Bone Chimes. Damn, this takes long without a Blade Master.
Another scout going on, and yeah, the Renegade still full health, but level 2 for the TC, Stomp and Aura online. Has to be careful about the grunts though. Ooh, almost losing it. Flute of Accuracy, very good for the Headhunters later.
Do we see Frosties? So far not, only the Sacrificial Pit. Lich is almost level 3. Oh, the DK. Is he gonna run into an Ensnares around here? Oh, this is so greedy. He's gonna get the kill. But he could be getting edge snares around here. FoCuS so scared. FoCuS is playing this game so scared, and the last one. No, the last one actually. Again, we have the tiny Great Hall. Okay. It just seems to be his thing.
You think that the loss against Moon somewhat killed his confidence today? And he can't set it up because the shade?
And there we go.
Yeah, WFZ tried to block it there as well. And he dodges the reveal.
And here's the Pit Lord, all in time. That's of course what the Orc asks for when he goes for this tiny Great Hall. Again, we have 2 ghouls coming from the main. I'm gonna make a bet right now. He's gonna be low on lumber again. And he's gonna regret pulling the 2 ghouls.
A player's forces are under attack.
Getting the Destroyer upgrade, which doesn't seem to be too useful, in my opinion. But alright.
Now the first Headhunters are coming. Kodo Beast with the Warsong upgrade as well. Heroes are pretty good. 2.3, level 3. No level 4 here though, so the crits are not that impressive. The inventory also not that impressive, as it mostly is the case on Terranas, as you don't find too many good items here for Blade. You can find a good amount of claws though, but not this time.
One cool thing he could do here with the ghouls is split them up, put them into the peon line, and then keep the army busy with his main army. The Orc army, of course, I mean. But already, the economy is kicking in. FoCuS is going into upkeep here, producing all that he can. I'm really missing a shop here at the expo.
Yeah.
Blade Master already has taken quite a bit of damage here from the shade. And here we go. 2 destroyers up in the air. A statue is coming from the main to give some regen.
That's late, right? No healing, no mana regen, just pure damage. Hall of Terror applied as well, so almost no damage in the entire Orc army. Calling over the Blade Master, but an Invo Potion saves him here barely. Whereas the heal wave, though, Wyvern transition to get rid of the ghouls and some anti-air to have there. Oh, the Blade Master gets another heal wave just in time. The Nova hits a little too late, gets a Fiend in return.
Blade in trouble again.
Yeah, the
Shade can always see him. But there's lots of mana on this SH man. He already has a mana potion. Big Stomp coming in, hitting most of this army. Dodo can't quite devour, but the TC in a world of trouble. He's gonna fall. Heal wave not in time to save the third hero, excuse me. Hall of Terror coming in once more. This Kodo Beast won't be surviving for too much longer, I think. The speed scroll is not enough. No more bonus damage for the Orc side. Blade Master is in the fight again, but he's getting focused always, immediately, once he shows his face. Speed scroll, is it getting dispelled? No. Presence of mind, not quite there, but the Expo is exposed.
Yeah,
I never noticed that rhymes somewhat.
The 2 destroyers were in the end a good decision, I think. Just a good amount of burst damage in addition, but the MVP of this fight, the little tiny Shade, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Having vision over the Blade Master all the time was so big, always focusing him, getting him out of the fight. He has to be so careful with it. Another point of damage mitigation here in that way. Even without Curse. Hall of Terror, the last one. Ghouls are in to fight. This could be the nail in the coffin for FoCuS. Lots of normal damage against the Raiders here. Shadowhunter is out of mana now, has a potion though, and a heal scroll. Needs to use the Invo Potion on the Blade Master again. Critical strike ends the life of a ghoul. Now the statue comes in for healing, which is super important. Level 2 on the Pit Lord.
Speaking of Pit Lord, he's almost out of mana, so it's gonna be very little Howl here moving forward, but how long is this gonna last? Blade Master in trouble again, and here comes the Nova and Coil. The SH is not quick enough to heal. First hero falls, and this is usually where the game ends. FoCuS is gonna try to stay in here longer. This is, after all, an elimination for him. If he loses this map, he is out of Qualifier number 1. And WFZ seems to be all but taking this home at the moment. The TC is back, but his strong brother in arms, the Blade Master, isn't here anymore. Where is the damage, really, I ask you? He gets to eat a Fiend, which is nice, I guess, and he's gonna have a big stomp here, but he finds himself in a surround and gonna find himself soon after in the grave, I bet. Wave keeps him alive for a little while, but not for long enough for him to see another day. He dies, and this has to be curtains, and it is.
And it is, Remo. You're right. Lin out, FoCuS out, not the qualifier of the Orcs here, that's for sure. And yeah, Our straw poll, 70% of the viewers were wrong. WFZ getting his revenge for the loss in the winner bracket semi-final of this group stage, and being the second undead to make it in the playoffs tomorrow.
The two best undeads of China once again show their worth. And we have a subscription, by the way, from Mr. P. Gray. Subscribing with Amazon Prime saying, "Hör auf zu rauchen, Neo," which means stop smoking. He's concerned about your health.
Health greater all, he says. Well, it's kind of true, but it helps with all the stress that's surrounding me when I have to talk to Mr. Remo.
Do you still use that app that tells you when you can smoke?
Nah.
Too much stress.
I gave up on that pretty quickly. So, I wonder what's left for us in this qualifier. Czech versus Bainey for a playoff slot. Chimiko versus Romantic, so they're still playing the loser bracket semi. Loliot versus Sini. That's about it.
He's playing Orc.
Sini?
Yeah.
Huh.
If that is Sini.
Yeah, it is. I heard that before. Like, I asked the Chinese guys, how did Sini beat Shishi? And they said most likely he played Orc.
Yeah, I'm fine either way.
They guys know their shit. I would love to have a result of Fly versus Remind. Did anybody catch that in chat maybe? Uh, 1-0 for Czech. Second game is almost done. Sounds like Czech is following 1-0 then. Incredible that life drops out that early, right?
You keep hyping that guy, man. Like the last 12 months or something.
Oh, I'm disconnected from NetEase. Same for you?
Nope.
Okay. Maybe some long life issue.
I think Life was incredibly good at China versus Korea Clan War. But I think he's very inconsistent. I don't see him as strong.
Yeah, but what would you say against Bainey then? For Bainey?
Well, yeah, Bainey, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't
like
seen
he
him
was
play.
very good in WCA Korea qualifier last year, but he's very inconsistent. Maybe that's what you want to say?
But I've never said that Bainey is so good, whereas you keep on going on about how incredible Life is.
Yeah, but wouldn't you usually say that Life should be able to kill Bainey any day of the week?
Should be able, yeah, but won't reliably in every case.
It's Czech versus Life. It's 1-1, they say. Life has won 2-0 over Czech. I am confused. I'm very confused now.
That's okay.
Yeah, I have to start my netties again, which is not that easy as it seems.
Yeah, we could go for a human mirror between Chimiko and Romantic. We haven't seen any humans today.
That's true. But there aren't too many humans in. They are the only two. No, with Infi, of course.
Inpi.
Yeah, we can do that once I am reconnected to NetEase. So I think we're going to do one more break, and then we're going to finish this group stage here of the qualifier. Who's going to qualify for the playoffs? Who will follow Infi, Moon, WFZ, and 1-0? We're going to answer that in a bit. And yeah, we're going to be right back.